What is going on, fellow farmers? Welcome back to another beginner's guide tutorial right here on FS25 with your boy cjfarms. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about animal pastures and grazing. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys and girls. Smash that like button for me. Click that bell and click all so you never miss any future content or live streams. It's going to be a little bit of a lengthy video. I'll try not to make it too long, but here's how we're going to start. We're going to start by talking to you about how to set up your pastures and how to graze. Now, as far as taking care of your animals and feeding them, that will be a totally separate tutorial on how to take care of pigs, cows, goats, sheep, chickens, all that good stuff. That'll be a separate video. But if you go into the store, you go down to other and go to construction, and we go to the animal tab right here. Right here, you've got all your cows. I think we've also got buffalo in the game, I believe we do. And then down here, water buffalo, I think it is. Down here, you've got your horse pastures, you've got your pigs, got your sheep, your chickens, and your bees, and then your doghouse. Now, I don't think you can graze with, I believe it might be just the... I believe it might just be the bees. I think the bees are the only ones you can't graze with. It might be the goats or the sheep too. We'll find out as we go here. Like I said, guys, I'm still learning this game. So if we go in here and go to cows and we select this one right here, 15,000. Okay, now make sure you guys read these down here. When you select these, you want to read these descriptions. Right here, a place to keep your cows. Attention, this is a breeding barn. Therefore, milk production is not possible. So this pasture is not made for milk cows. It's made for breeding cows. Now, if you go down to something, say like, let's see, this one here, or this one here, the cow barn large. This one you can do milk in, I believe. But the ones that says you can't do milk, that's the ones that you cannot do milk. Those are your breeding barns. The barns that doesn't say anything about breeding, those are your milk pastures. So we're just going to pick this one right here. Now, if you go up there to where if you click on this, there should be an option to customize some of these. This one does not have it. If we go to the over the $85,000 one and click customize, the F key, you can click solar panel. Okay, and that will add solar panels to only this particular. Did that just place it? I hope it did not. Only to that particular cow pasture. So, and you can turn it like this, just like this with your mouse. You can turn it, but that's the customization. Now, I don't know how many of those have that. I think this one has it too. Yeah, so most of them have it. You can put the solar panels on them. This one does not, but we're going to grab this one and we're going to turn it just like this, and we are going to place it right here. Now, it's going to ask you if you want to customize the fence for the cow pasture. This means customizing the fence, stretching it as far as you want or making it as small as you want. We're going to click yes. And if you just use your mouse right here, okay? And let me get turned around here where you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. This will stretch a fence out here, right? Just like this. So we can make this, I'm going to make this a pretty good size here. I don't know how straight it's going to be. We're going to bring it out to say, and you can do it like any way. It doesn't have to be straight. You can do this any way you want. So we'll go out to say like right here, we'll left click. We'll bring another part out here, left click. We'll do another part over here, left click. We'll do another here, left click, another here, left click, and another. And then when you're done with it, wherever you finish it off at, take it back to the green post. And then when you're telling, it'll say, do you want to plant the meadow for the cows? The meadow is something they feed off of, okay? So you want to plant the meadow, and that's going to put this right here. So that is how you do your cow pasture. Now, as far as buying animals for your cow pasture, once you've got it down, make sure your interactive zone markers are on. To turn those on and find out if they're on, go into your settings, go to your general settings, I believe it is, and make sure your interactive zone markers are on. If I turn these off and exit out, you're not going to see those little icons right there, right? But if I go back in, go to game settings and turn that back on. Also, make sure your info triggers are on. You will see those right there, okay? So just make sure those are turned on. Now, if you go over here and we go to the cow pasture, all right, we're going to go in here and we're going to buy some animals. So you can, I will show you how to buy the animals for the pastures as well. You can go in here and you can click on whichever one you want. You've got baby calves, you've got bulls, you've got the Holster. These are your milk cattle right here, I believe, the Holstein cows. These are your Angus cattle. These are your Limousin cattle, and there is your water buffalo right there. So we're gonna do how many can it hold? 19. So we'll do one water buffalo, and you can do a mixture of in here between water buffalo and cattle. We'll do one of these. Got to double click it, click buy. Then we're gonna do one of these. Buy just like that. We're gonna do one of these right here, our milk cattle. Buy it just like so. And we'll do a brown Swiss cattle. So buy just like that. And then we're going to do some, we'll do a few babies. We'll do the rest in babies like this. There we go. And when you exit out, right there is your cattle, guys. Now, if you have a pasture, now depending on how big you have this fence, is how many cattle the pasture will hold. I'm not sure what the max number is on that because there is always a max number and a max limit on how many cattle and how many animals you can have in one pasture. Look how they look like they're barely walking, like they'll just learn how to walk. That's pretty awesome. Look at this one. He's really struggling. He's having a hard time, huh? I should spray paint him. Yeah, he looks like he's just now trying to start to walk. That's pretty awesome. But that's how you put your cow pasture down. That is how you put your cattle in the pasture. This icon here is for your water. This icon is for your food. Now, if you want to see what they produce, okay, you're going to go into the menu. You're going to go up to your animals tab, and you'll see right here that your water buffalo take total mixed ration, hay, silage, grass, or they can eat on the meadow. I believe all of these take the same exact food. Yeah. So all of them take total mixed ration, hay, silage, grass, or the meadow. And the meadow, again, is this thing right here that you see inside the pasture. They will feed off of that, but it's always good to give them total mixed ration, hay, silage, and grass. I do recommend total mixed ration above everything else, okay? Now, keep in mind, whatever food that you put in here first, that's the food they're going to eat. So let's just say if you put in total mixed ration, hay, and silage in that order, they're going to eat the total mixed ration first, then the hay, then the silage. If you put in silage and grass in that order, they're going to eat the silage and then the grass. If you put in grass, silage, and hay in that order, they'll eat the grass, the silage, and then the hay. So just keep that in mind, guys. And your total capacity is right here. And they do need water. Their productivity is here. It doesn't look like they produce anything. So now your milk cattle, well, they'll produce milk, but I don't know why they're not doing it in here. But right here, this is where you supply your food to the cattle. This is where you, let me get my help one on too, guys. This is where you supply your food to the cattle, I believe. And right there, you can open the animal dialogue, which is this right here. We just went into that. And if you open that, you'll see all the animals that you have in your pasture, okay? So, food, animal dialogue, food, and then where your water goes right here. Now, next, we're going to talk about, let's go back into the store. Let's go to construction, and let's go down to animals, and let's go over to horses. So, again, we're going to do this pasture right here, and it will tell you down here what they eat. So, it looks like oats, sorghum, hay, carrots, parsnips, and red beets. That's what they eat. Let's go ahead and let me see which one I can customize and which one I can't. I think I can that one, yeah. I don't think you can customize the small one. So we're going to pull this one out. All right. And we're going to put this one right over here. We're just going to place it down like this. Again, do you want to customize the fence for the horse pasture? We're going to put yes. And we're going to bring this fence out like this right here. And then we'll put a little bit right here. And then we'll put some right here, here, here. And you can do these in whatever shape you want. Like you can go this way with it. You can go, you know, over this way, back this way, over here, over here. You can go any which way on this that you want. We're going to attach it, and we're going to create the meadow. All right? Now, let's go back in, and I'm going to show you how to put your horses into the, it's the same way. You've got your food capacity here. This is your food for your animals, your water for your animals, and horses, again, they don't produce anything. These gates do open, by the way, guys. The horses don't produce anything, I don't think. So let's go in here. We're going to buy one of these. And then we're going to buy one of these. I think we're just going to buy one of each. Just like that. We're just going to buy one of each. And if I'm not mistaken, if it's still the same the way it used to be, I think horses have to all be ridden in 5 minutes in real time to reach their max capacity. So 5 minutes in real time on each horse. Let's go in. And if you can, I hope you can still ride the horses. That'd be terrible if they took that feature out of this game. We're going to go over here and we're going to hop on this horse right here. Just like so. And you just, on the keyboard, you'd push W to go forward. And if you hit, I think if you hit shift, or no, you tap the W. Space bar will jump. You can jump out of the pasture with him. If you want to slow him down, hit the S. Slow him down. I think they'll also walk backwards. But W, if you keep tapping that W, the more you tap the W, the faster he will go and he'll reach his max speed. Just like that. Gosh, I wish you go into first person. That would be cool. Can't do it on here. All right, that's how you do it on keyboard. On controller, you're going to use your left thumbstick to push up to, you're going to use your right trigger to start walking. And then if you want to go faster, you tap the A. You tap the right trigger again, tap it again, and tap it until it gets to full speed capacity on the horse, just like that. And then A will jump. So, and then if you hit left trigger, that will slow the horse down. Left trigger will go like this. It will also back the horse up. It will also back the horse up like this. And then right trigger, you just keep tapping it to keep going like that, and it'll speed you up. All right, we're going to jump back into the pasture. Now, you can jump back into the pasture, or you can, you can open the gate or whatever to put them back in. It's completely up to you however you want to do it. All right, guys, so let's hop off of here. So we got our horses, we got our cows. Next, we're going to do sheep and goats, I believe. So let's go ahead and let's go back into the store. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do it, let's go to the menu, and let's go to the animals tab right here. And let's go down to where our horses are. So you go right here where it says cow pasture, go to your horse pasture. And right here it shows you their base food. They take hay and root crops. So root crops being like red beets, sugar beets, potatoes, stuff like that. They take all the root crops, looks like. But again, in the menu, it said something completely different. So parsnips, that sort of thing. This is all their cleanliness, their puberty, their fitness, their daily riding, percentage, their health, and all that good stuff. Right here, they're going to need water, so you got to provide water to them. This is their total capacity. So the more you give them food, the more their capacity will go up. Just make sure you always keep your horses fed and always give them water, okay? So let's go back. All right, so let's talk about the sheep and the goats. Now, you could mix sheep and goats in the same pasture. You can mix cows and buffalo in the same pasture. You cannot mix horses, buffalo, cattle, sheep, bees. You cannot mix them in the same pasture. Just keep that in mind. So we go back into the store and go to construction and go over down to our animals tab. Next is going to be, so we're going to talk about pigs next. Let's talk about pigs. So right here, guys, you will see, it will show you down here what they eat. So pigs will pretty much eat anything, and it shows you everything right here that they eat because they're slobs, so they'll eat anything. Their cleanliness, I don't recommend doing pigs. I just don't recommend doing it. They're kind of a pain in the dairy area to take care of. Okay, so none of these have, okay, that one has customization for solar panels, and that's what it would look like right there. We're going to do this one, and I don't know if this one has grazing. We will find out. You'll know if it has grazing because it'll ask if you want to customize the fence and if you want to add a meadow. So we're going to click this. We're going to add the fence. We're going to customize this a little bit, and no, we're going to make this very big because we got to have room for our other animals. So we're going to do something like this right here. Bring it over here like this, and we'll connect it. So if you can do a meadow, that means that you have grazing for that particular animal. We're going to click yes. So there is our meadow, and we're going to go in here. Again, there's your food supply and your water for your animals. We're going to go into the animal menu, and again, we're going to buy, these are your baby piglets. Those are adorable. So these are all baby piglets. The oldest one is 3 months. So we're going to buy, we'll buy 3 of those. And then we'll buy 1 of those. 1 of those. 1 of those. 1 of those. And 1 of those. Alright, so as you guys can see, they're mostly... Look at the baby pig. Oh, look, he's sleeping. Is he sleeping or is he dead? He dead. Alright, so, yeah, those are pretty adorable, I'm not going to lie. But pigs will eat just about anything. I've never, ever messed with pigs in the whole time I've been doing Farming Simulator. I've never, ever dealt with pigs at all. But right here goes your food, and in here goes your water. So let's go back into the menu, not the store, but the menu. And let's go over to our pigs, and right here it will tell you what they need. So any kind of root crop, potatoes, parsnips, carrots, sugar beets, anything like that. They do require protein, grain, which is wheat, base food, so like pig food that you can get from the store. Now, if you want to get food for your animals, if you go into the store and you go up to, I believe you can do it. Yeah, so go up to vehicles, and we're going to go down to where, let's see, where is the food at? For the animals, I'm trying to remember where that's at. I don't think I've messed with that part yet, so give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to find this stuff. If I can find it here. Consumables, that's not it. Okay, that's not it. Big bags, maybe this is it right here. So in here you can get grain. This is what you can get that for your chickens or your pigs or whatever. There's oats for your horses. There's pig food. Right there, and then in here you can also get chicken feed, you can get pig food, you can get seeds, you can get oats for your horses, and then I think that is pretty much it. Everything else I think you have to grow, unless I'm just completely missing something. And they required some kind of food. What was it they required? Let's see. What was it? So it was they required, nope, back to the menu in here. So they required protein. They require protein. So that's what they require. So there's your pig pasture, guys. Let's go ahead and let's do our chickens. Now, keep in mind that not all of the pastures are customizable like this. Not all of them have meadows. Let's go back to the store. Let's go to other. Let's go to construction. Let's move over here a little bit. And let's go over to sheep. We're going to do sheep. Keep in mind, not all these are customizable. Only some. I have not tested them all to see which ones are and which ones are not. So we're going to grab this one right here because I think this one is, in fact, customizable. So we might have to turn around here a little bit to put it around this way to make it fit because I don't think it's going to fit over there. Let's see. We will put it right. We will put it right here. We're going to customize the fence. We're going to go out like this, this right here, this. And we're going to make this one kind of broad. We're going to make it kind of broad. We're going to bring it on back here. Now, you can stretch these as far as you want. As long as you own the land and the area is not restricted, you can take them out as far as you possibly want. So, and we can bring it back like this right here. Not that you want to do anything crazy like this, but I'm just showing you guys what you can do with these pastures. You can get pretty creative with them. So, all right, let's connect it right there. And this one does not have the meadow. I'm going to get out of that. And it canceled the customization. But you guys get the gist of how it works. Again, we're going to go over here to the pasture. And we are going to buy our sheep and goats. So we'll just buy one of each right here. So I'm going to click on this. And we're just going to start buying one of these, one of each here. I just want to make sure I do get some goats in here because I'm not sure how many the pasture holds. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of room here. All right, and down here at the bottom is your goats. These are your goats right here. And you can buy baby goats as well. And then up here, you always got to have at least one black sheep of the family, right? That's how it always goes. Always one black sheep of the family. And then you can, there's your baby lambs right here. Right here, and then here's your baby, or these are your baby lambs. I'm sorry, those were your baby sheep. There you go. And you now have a lamb. And then we got the one black sheep of the family. Again, there's your water and where you put your food out right here. Now, if we go back into the menu and we go from pig pasture over to sheep's, it's going to tell you here that they eat the grass and the meadow. So they don't require a lot, but they do produce wool and goat milk. So if you've got a mixture of goats and sheep in one pasture, they will produce what they're supposed to produce. So wool and goat milk. And they only eat on the grass and the meadow. So I guess it does take a meadow, but it wouldn't let me do it for some reason, guys. But y'all get the gist of how that meadow works. I'm not sure why it wouldn't let me do it here, and I apologize for that. It's just the way the game is. Giants needs to fix it, but whatever. Anyway, so that is it for the sheep, and we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do a chicken coop right here. Back into the store, construction. Let's go to the animals tab, and we're going to go over to chickens. And then the only thing else other is bees, and I can show you guys how to put that down if you want me to in the doghouse. So, again, we're going to do chickens. Let's spin the camera around here. And let's put this one right about... We'll put it right about here. And, yeah, so this one is not... So... Chickens do not have grazing. Chickens do not have grazing. I think everything else does. Maybe it's sheep and chickens. Maybe that's why I wouldn't let me do it. Sheep and chickens. So chickens just require grain. That's it. They only require grain. Let's go in here and let's buy some of these guys if I can get it straight here. So we'll buy 29 of those. And then we'll buy the max number of baby chickens right there. All right, and there you go. There's your chickens. Again, these guys do not require water, just wheat only right here. If you go back into the menu and we go over to chickens, just like so. Come on, go to chickens. Where's it at? Right here. They just require grain. This is their health and puberty over here. They produce eggs, obviously. The more you feed them, the more eggs they produce. So, in reality, if you want to play the realism, like if you want to play, lifelike, you would only have one rooster in your pen, because if not, the roosters would fight to the death. If you have more than one rooster in a chicken pen, the roosters will fight to the death. So they're very dominant animals. But that's it for that. Now I'll show you guys how to put down the bees. Let's go ahead and go into the store, go to construction. Let's go take the tab over to bees. Remember, we are on the animal tab right here. Now, I have some mods installed. Don't pay attention to that. I'm going to show you guys the base game stuff. Let's see. So, you can use... this is the base game right here. And these are the base game hives. So, I'm going to put, like, one of each down on the ground. Alright, so I'm going to put one, like, right here. And then we'll grab the small one and put it here. We'll grab that one and put it here. We'll grab this one. That's my favorite, the one with the like, it actually looks like hives. I really like that one. And then we'll put this one here. We already did that one. I think that is it. And don't pay attention to these guys. These are just these are mods, so you can have like more honey stuff. But this is the base game. And you grab one of these right here and you'd put it down somewhere right here, but it's not going to allow me to do it because I already have one on the farm. But you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to do here, right? So you put one of these on the farm, and that is where your honey pellets spawn right there. But I've already got one on the farm. It only allows you one per farm. You don't have to nurture them. They just produce honey. That's it. That's all they do. And I don't know if they'll be flying around right now because I don't have one of those things down. Yep, actually they are flying around. So these are my favorite honey hives right here because they actually look like hives. I'm not too sure what this one's all about, but no, I guess it works. But I do have one of those already on the farm. If you guys want to put a doghouse down, go back in the store, go to construction, go to other. You just grab the doghouse, and you would just put this down somewhere, anywhere your heart desires, and make sure that the dog door is facing out whichever way you want the dog to be. So we're going to put the doghouse, say, like right there. Again, you can only have one of those allowed on the farm. Now, with the dog, I'm going to show you guys how to feed the dog. If you walk up the dog, I don't know why just yet, but you cannot throw the ball. It will not let you throw it. Even when I pick it up, and I go to mouse controls, and it says to throw object right there, and try to throw it, it does not throw it. It just simply drops it. But if you want to feed him, walk up to the bowl, click the button to feed him. It'll prompt you, and he'll go and he'll eat his food. The dog is way more realistic on this game, by the way. So this dog's name is Danny. His name is Danny. So pretty cool stuff. But that, I think, is pretty much it for how to set up your pastures. Come on, boy. How to set up your grazing with your animals. As far as how to feed your animals go and all that, I'll probably just leave these up. And I will do another tutorial here in just a minute on how to feed your animals. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, as always, subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button for me. Click that bell and click off so you never miss any future content or live streams. Until next time, everyone, may Jesus shine in your heart like the brightest star. And this is CJ Farms. And one crop at a time, we are helping America grow. I will see you all in the next video.